Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It is Sunday morning and as you can see, I'm not on my usual manner today. I'm away from home. You're going to see this scenery for the next couple of days and then I'll be back in the usual spots, in the fields or in the woods around my home. So I'm thinking about the Delphi case and pondering the Klines yet again. Cassie. As I've talked about in previous videos, there's so many coincidences around Kegan Kline, or Kegan Kline. People keep correcting me on my pronunciation. I say Kegan, you say Kegan. I'm going to keep calling him Kegan because that's just what's in my head. If he's called Kegan, yeah, whatever. Come on. Go. So all of these coincidences, Kegan searching the Marathon gas station on the day of the murders, Kegan contacting Libby on the day of the murders, Kegan's attraction to Child P. He's in jail for that. And then Richard Allen's arrest comes out completely out of left field and we're left wondering. Court documents sealed. Doug Carter, the police chief, has been interviewed since the arrest. Is there anyone else involved? He's been asked and he says he's not going there. Quite understandably. Of course, not going to give anything away. I don't want anything. I don't want one word out there from law enforcement that is going to jeopardise the case against Richard Allen. I think they've got the right guy. I do believe, as law enforcement believes, that he's bridge guy. But I absolutely do not want anything out there, whether it's a leak, whether it's just one word said mistakenly. I don't want to know if it's going to jeopardise the case in any way. But I can't shake the Klines. I'll be bowled over backwards if it comes out that Richard Allen acted alone. If it comes out that he acted alone, once the court documents are released and we know everything that there is to know, that law enforcement knows at this current time, it might be at the trial, they might release something sooner, if they are absolutely certain that it won't jeopardise the court process. But it could well be that we know nothing else at all, Cassie, until the trial. And if it's proven that Richard Allen acted alone and the Klines are not involved in this whatsoever, then I'll accept that. I will accept that. I'm not wedded to any one theory, as I say on any case that I cover. Being wedded to a theory is not a good investigative practice. If information comes out that breaks your theory, then change your theory. Simple as that. So I'm not wedded to the possibility that the Klines are involved or not. I'm just saying I'll be bowled over backwards if they're not, given the coincidences. And I keep saying they, don't I? Because at the moment, all we've got is Kegan's involvement. But Tony Kline, right? I thought once information came out about the Klines, about Kegan's arrest, about the Anthony Shots profile, once all of that started to tumble out little bit by little bit, and I saw pictures of Tony Kline, I thought he was bridge guy. I thought he was bridge guy. He'd intimidated the girls across the bridge, and Kegan was there waiting. And they were lured into a trap, and both of them participated in the murders. I thought perhaps Tony killed the girls because he's the violent one, right? I'll come on to that in a second. He's the violent one. Maybe Kegan took pictures. Maybe Kegan's links were with a ring. But it's Tony. Tony is the violent one. Violence against children is Tony's forte. A while back now, the Murder Sheet reported interviews with his now grown-up stepchildren. about how violent Tony was. His untreated, unregulated bipolar disorder may be a factor in that. He has violent mood swings. Not all accountable to his bipolar disorder. People with bipolar disorder don't commit violent acts against children, however badly they're suffering, however untreated they are. It's not a characteristic of bipolar disorder. That's a characteristic of a violent person. Violence against children, really horrible violence, was described by them. Kegan witnessed this. You've got to ask yourself, what has Kegan seen? What has Kegan experienced? It doesn't excuse anything that Kegan has become. But with him as a father, you've got to ask yourself, why did Kegan turn out like he did? And what else do we know about Tony? We know he's not just violent against his own stepchildren. We know he's been violent against other people, women, stalking children. He's done it. So to go out and predate against 2 innocent teenage girls, as I said in a video the other day, I could believe it off Tony. I could believe it off Tony. The overkill that could be a feature of this double murder. I could believe it of Tony. We don't know about Richard Allen. We don't know him at all. But was it? But was this murder orchestrated by the 3 of them? Cassie. Cassie. Come on. Was Richard Allen bridge guy? But was Tony there on the day? I can't shake this. Now look, Tony is a free man. Kegan isn't. Law enforcement believe Kegan is guilty of horrible crimes. But Tony is a free man. We've got to bear that in mind. We've got to bear in mind that however violent Tony's been in the past, however many people he's predated against in the past, there's no evidence that's been brought out to light at this moment in time that Tony did anything at all in relation to the Delphi murders. I just can't shake it. I'm just hypothesising, theorising, speculating at the moment. But let me know what you think in the comments below. I've been Michelle, hope you're well. I'll see you in the next video. It's goodbye from Miss Tillington and Miss Cassie Springer. Bye guys. Sausage dog's here, look. What's sausage dog doing there?